think that, you know, if you want to accomplish something, you want to do something, and you have to get rid of the doubt and the fear in you. Now, when I say that, you will say, hey, that easy said and done. Granted, yes, I believe in that wholeheartedly. But you see, you know, when you start to doubt yourself, then that is the thing that you allow it is to have the fear that come to dominating you, and you have to find a way to get rid of it. The question is, do you want success or not? Because if you do, you need to understand that you are the only one that can make that happen. You are the only person have the power to make it happen. Now, doubt, you know, when you begin with what if, wow, when you begin with what if, you know, give your dream a chance. Let go for it, because you know all of the great achievers, they have doubt, they have fear, but they control their doubt and they control their fear, and sometimes they get rid of, and sometimes that they just have the fear and they're going to do it, you know, anyhow, because a lot of book talking about fear. TD15, thank you very much for joining. A lot of people they are talking about all the time. The courage is, you know, to have fear and do it anyhow. The courage you must have is to get rid of the doubt and fear in you. Because see, the question that you have to ask yourself, do you want, how much do you really want to success? And if that's the one that you want to, then you have to focus, because you think so much about yourself. You so much think about what in front of you. The doubt and the fear come in and control you. But if you just look into the thing that you want, you know, with the potential, with the vision you have, with the intended outcome you have, then you just focus on that and you go on and doing it. Because doubt is just like the thing that when it get into you and you let it control it, it will take over. But if you confront it, and then you will, you know, let it know that, hey, this is no place for you. Get out of my way. I have places to go, people to see, things to do, and things to accomplish. This is very, very sad for me that to talk to my clients. You know, a lot of them, they have a lot of great dreams, they have great ideas, but they're neglecting to implement it because of the what if. What if I'm going to do it and I fail? And what if nobody like it? What if people laugh at me? What if? And that what if that continue to have that voice in your head, and that slowly killing your dreams. So now, if you asking, you know, that's why I think that you don't say what if, because what if you thinking about something that's not good going to happen. And I think that you have to act as if, because act as if, that means you come in from the place that you already having it. You act confidently because you act as you having it. Now, people say that fake it until you make it, and I hate that with a passion, because I don't want you to fake it until you make it. I want you to act as if and step into that visions, because you see yourself there, because you see it so vividly. You can smell it, you can describe it, you know, the place of the future time that you will be there. You can tell me, you know, the landscape of where you are and what success look like and how success show up, and who are the people waiting for you to high five with you, to pump that fist with you, and you can see the vivid picture of the beneficiary of your of the people that benefit from your success. Hey, Trisha, thank you very much for coming. I so appreciate you come to support me. And again, that is I in my scope today, I'm talking about the game we are playing, the question we're asking ourselves, what if? You know, what if that killing your dream, killing your aspiration at the gate before it gone out. So find a way to get rid of it, because you know that is, you know, the doubt and fear have no place in your achieving, in your goal, in your dream. Because if fear and goal, when it come in, it can control you, and it is it will have such the impact on you if you let it to. Fear have paralyzing me many times. You know, let me share with you the story about my own life story. When I came to this country at the O'Hare Airport in Chicago, at the time I left the refugee camp, people told me that your sponsor will meet you at the airport. When I get there, because due to the traffic or whatever, my sponsor did not show up 2 hours later. And at that time, the fear come into my head, you know, paralyzing me, because I thought that, you know, what if those people came and they just, you know, see us, they just saw us, they just took a look at us, and they do not want us because we did not look anything like them. And the fear just consumed me, and it paralyzing me. And when the time that when they, the two women came with the sign that's showing my husband's name, and I knew that they our sponsor, I ran to them, but at the middle of somewhere, I just paralyzed it, because I tremble with fear, because I just say, what if they don't want us? What will they do to us? Will they send us somewhere, or they just left us here in the twilight zone? And that fear is just so real. And at one point that I don't know what to do, but I look at my two younger children and a very distressed husband. I decided to summon all the courage within me. I ran to them and I cried just like a lost child, finally reunited with her parent by some miracle. And at that point on, I make a promise to myself that never again I let fear control me. And again, never again I will put myself in that predicament. And that is why I, when I get to the place that is LaSalle, Illinois, I went to school. I took English as second language. I go to take my community college. I get my associate degree in 6 years, because from the time I learned to speak English, by the time I finished with my 2 years college, and then I go on to the university. The total took me 10 years to get my bachelor degree, and that's why I'm often, you know, beat up my, you know, on my chest, and I said I have a PhD at the University of Life. And you know, the thing I share the story with you, because doubt and fear that have control me. And at that point, as a newcomer to this country, you know, I forgot that the largesse of the people that who sponsor our family, they want to bring us to this country because they want us to have a better life. They want to free us from, to get us out of the refugee camp. And they never the thought come into their mind that they do not want us. And because see, they are kind people and they want to help us. But because of my fear, I thought that they just from the distance, they just look at us and they just say, oh, those people, they didn't look like us. I did not want them. And so it did almost destroy me, because see, I didn't speak any English. I didn't look anything like them. And did you know the fear paralyzing me? And now, you know, having said that, I want to say that because I want to tell you, I understand what doubt do to you and what fears do to you. So the question is, do you want to success or not? If you want to success, you need to understand that you have to get rid of the doubt, you have to get rid of your fears, and then you must know that you are the only have the power to make it happen. You are the only person have the power to really remove the doubt, the fears. Now see, I also have a suggestion for you. If you happen to have fear, something going to happen to you, catalog it. Just have a notebook to with you, and you write down at the time that you feel something happen to you. Now I guarantee you that is 9 out of 10 that never happen. Maybe 1 or 2 times it might happen. So now you have the record to fall back, and you just say, I just fear something happened, it never happened. And just because of that, you will have the courage to move on, to go on. Because, fear, what is fear? Fear is something that just make us stop cold. And if you want something, you go for it, you go after it, and you do the best that you could within your power. You push to the limit, and you give it to your all, and you do your absolute best and wait, because you must have faith in yourself, and you must have faith in your ability. Because the game we are playing, that's a foolish game. What if? The what if games. What it do to you? Now, if you can ask yourself, what if something not going to happen? You say, what if I fail? What if I cannot pay the mortgage? What if I didn't pass the test? What if? Why not play the game as if? The as if, that means you act, you step into the vision that you have. The successful you, the place that you want to be, the place you want to accomplish. When people talking about fake it until you make it, you tell them that, no, I don't want to fake it until make it. I act as if, because this is the vision I see, and I know that I will get there. That's a matter of time, and act like it. Act like you already have it. And believe or not, the power of believing in yourself to act as if, knowing that that is yours, and you are rightful soul. You get what you want. Thank you, Miriam. And most people talking about you are, I think that Buddha, who said that you are the person that, your thought make who you are. Because see, whoever you are, that if you hold that thought in your mind, and you become. And I do a lot of study about the Buddha. Then I talking about the Lao-Tzu, and I talking about the Tao. That is the thing that pretty much that the normal of everyday living. But because we don't, we keep on saying that we have to live a profile life. We have to dig deep. But the truth of the matter is, life is simple than that. Life is just a matter of common sense, knowing what you want, go after it, and something go against us. If you go into the hurdle, you jump, because see, there is no way else. You have to jump up and move forward, because whether it's the hurdle or it is the bump on the road, and you are in control, because you are the person. You know who you are, where you are, and where you want to go. And when you get something on your ways, and the question is how you overcome this. And again, like I said, if you're facing the hurdle, jump and then move forward. And if that the bump in the road, and that just go with the rhythm. And then if failing, that's something you fear. It's not the fear of failure that's paralyzing you because of what you think. You think that when I fail, people will laugh at me. People will asking, going to around and saying that who she thinks she is. But remember, I live as long as I am, and have many people that I talk with. I will tell you, people have the same fear. But sometimes that people, they just want to act up like nothing. They have no obstacle. They have nothing that they have to deal with. And let me tell you, as I mentioned before, if you if you bring a failure come to me, I will tell you success in making. If somebody have no track record of failure, that person have not tried anything. And the people don't dare to try anything. They continue to not to dare to do anything, because I always believe that people are exactly who they are. How they do anything is how they do everything.